Hi everyone. Um, I am incredibly run down at the moment due to insomnia. I haven't slept very well for the last week or so. So my body's incredibly run down and I'm getting cold-like symptoms. I don't actually have the cold, but it's an immune system thing. When you don't get enough sleep, um, you start to get sniffles and stuff like that. So it's a familiar thing when you're a TI. It's something that you go through. But I just wanna touch on something that is vitally important, okay? Now, with regards to the frequency attack that happened on Saturday, it occurs to me that this is not the first one that's actually happened, that it's been happening over a couple of days or so. So this isn't that incident Saturday night wasn't the only frequency attack. So on top of that, Okay, so on top of me having that very revealing conversation to somebody on the phone about my situation and about a particular predator in my life, I believe that was the triggering episode there for the frequency attack. On top of that, because Pauline had merely asked me to support her during her legal proceedings, but it's simply for asking me. I hadn't even said yes yet. Simply for asking me. That was another reason why that frequency attack happened last Saturday night. That was why. That was why the whole building was targeted. It's because Pauline Chung is such a high profile high profile targeted individual with so many fucking heinous abusers connected to her case, that anybody associated with her gets heavily targeted. That's what happens, right? It happens every time because she's got so many really, really heinous and notorious abusers. Anybody associated with her gets heavily targeted. Lives have literally been endangered because, once again, there is a cover-up of major trafficking crimes, and especially crimes against children. So not only was my gang stalking facilitating protecting one of my abusers, it was also facilitating protecting the abuse of Pauline and the abusers of Pauline and her children. That's what all of this is about. That's what it was. If you check out my interview with Pauline Chung, she reveals a lot of disturbing things about what she's seen and experienced in that interview. You need to go check out that interview. But that's why all of this is happening. Again, Pauline is community. Doesn't matter what we have, she's community. And seeing as Dorset police want to play fucking games, we can play. We can play. Because unlike Pauline, I know how to work a fucking abusive piece of shit by now. I know how to work these no-count bastards, okay? So if Dorset police really want to fucking play this game, then they can play this game. There's a reason why Brighton police won't touch me with a fucking barge pole. It's because everybody knows I'm telling the truth. So Dorset police can bring it. If they really want to go there. Imagine thinking that you're going to protect pedophiles and you're going to try to get people sectioned. Protecting pedophiles by engaging in radio frequency attacks. Imagine you doing that and thinking that I'm just going to let that slide. Are you crazy? So yeah, those businesses I mentioned before, in Woodingdean, here in Woodingdean, all the community stalkers here in Woodingdean, they're not just facilitating the government and gang stalking me, they're facilitating Dorset police and protecting paedophiles and rapists. So good luck with that. And I know that some people are probably contemplating, you know, this is the thing though. I've made peace with that. I've made peace with the fact that people think that destroying me is going to help them. It's not. But I've made peace with that fact. I've made peace with the fact that people are contemplating destroying me because they can't live with the fear and guilt and shame of what they've done. Makes no odds to me. I didn't get involved in this shit. I didn't decide to become a gang stalker. Like, makes no odds to me, babes. And I did everything I possibly could to look after other people and make sure other people were okay. That they didn't suffer the consequences too much of what was going on with me. I've done my part. So it makes no odds to me if these people are really like that fearful and that ashamed and that guilty to think that killing me is going to do anything. That's up to them and their conscience. It ain't got shit to do with me. My conscience is more than clear. More than clear. I wish I could say the same about my sinuses though, my God. Oh! Yeah, my conscience is more than clear, so... Yeah, but it just occurred to me because, like, I was having a back and forth between myself and Pauline, and she was asking me to do this tribunal for her mental health thing. And we had an argument about it, and I'm realizing, hang on a minute, that has to be one of the reasons why that frequency attack happened. Why wouldn't it be? It's happened before. It happened in December. There was a frequency attack that worked my nerves so much that it drove me to perform an action that I have never done in 40 years. 4 decades. It caused me to do something I haven't done in 4 decades. I've never done in my fucking life. God knows how many lives endangered because of the cover-up for paedophiles and human traffickers. Really think about that. Really think about that. Engaging in frequency attacks to ensure that lives are destroyed for what? For what? To cover up for paedophiles and human traffickers. Because one tiny woman, she's not even that big. She's not even that big and she's not even that strong. She's fucking tiny. She's fragile. Or because one tiny woman wants to talk about her trauma and what happened to her and wants justice for what's happened to her. That's not an unreasonable thing to want. That's not an unreasonable thing to want. But because she refuses to be silent for these freaks, because she refuses to silence herself for these freaks, now we've got this situation where lives are being fucking endangered across the fucking coast. What is it gonna take for the gang stalkers around me to wake up to what they are and what they're doing? What is it gonna take? Oh, we're surviving. Fuck you. Do you know how many children have been trafficked and killed because of the type of shit you've been involved in? Do you seriously think that community stalking and unlawful surveillance goes nowhere, and breaking into people's homes to contaminate their belongings goes nowhere? It doesn't go nowhere. It's aimed towards a particular objective about you trying to survive. Fuck you. What makes you think your life is so much more special than mine or any of the other children or women or men that have been trafficked and murdered by this program? What the fuck makes you lot, so special? You're not. That's exactly why you were hired. You're hired because you're not special. You're not special enough to justify any of this. to justify the protection of nonces and traffickers coast to fucking coast. Brighton to fucking Dorset. No justification. And it's all over the country. The amount of whistleblowers that have come out and talked about how corrupt our government is. Their fucking lives have been ruined. There's so many people whose lives have been ruined trying to do the right thing, trying to protect you, dickheads. It's not enough that you want to destroy your own lives by joining these cunts. You want to take everybody else down with you. Yeah, now I gotta go, man. I gotta fucking go because I'm getting heated and I want to go to sleep. So I might not get any sleep, but I'm definitely gonna rest because I've got some uploads to do tomorrow. But I want to get some sleep because I don't want to be run down like this. But yeah, this whole frequency attack was supposed to make me manic enough to be sectioned again. And speaking of sectioning, there's something that a lot of these idiots round here need to know if they're going to be looking at my social media. In terms of me needing to leave, do you know what happened the last time I tried to apply for a surrender tenancy, which would have took me 2 months to move out? I was reported so that people could try to section me. I'm going to say that again. I was reported so that mental health could try to section me. That's what we're dealing with here. Psychiatry being used as a strong arm to protect nonces and rapists and murderers and abusers. Like I said, fuck all of you. I used to think that people were being too harsh on the perps. Now I'm understanding. When I think the perps can't get any worse, when I think the gangstalkers can't get any worse, I have to think about it logically. And when you think about the whole thing logically, it is so much worse. It's so much worse than targeting one single woman. It's like targeting one single marginalized woman. It's like it's opening a can of worms. It's like opening Pandora's box. This shit is crazy. Like it doesn't matter how bad I think the perps are. When I really think about the situation, they're always worse. And now I gotta go. Peace.